Hello, beautiful people. Wherever you are on the earth plane, the highest in me bows to the highest in you. Welcome to a new moon activation, Soul Guidance with Deepti. This is a time where we connect with the wisdom of the tarot, take support from the archetypes, and try and come in greater alignment with our subconscious energies, navigating to a place of higher consciousness within our living and being. Whenever you choose to connect with the guidance of this particular video, please know that it is the right time for your psyche to work with this particular piece of wisdom. I understand that some of you, when you try and listen to these videos, not all of it makes sense at a conscious level for you. But as I have been explaining, these videos are activations. They are bringing online the light aspects in your DNA. So even if you're not able to make logical sense of the information that is being channeled and coming through this particular portal, just the fact that if you are tuning into the video, you are listening to it, you are just connecting with the sound energy of this particular activation, it is going to bring about subtler shifts in your energy field. It will bring about deeper changes in your subconscious, and over a period of time, these small changes are going to amount to big shifts in your life for that matter. And the way the spiritual laws or the activations work is that it does not have to really make sense to your conscious or logical mind at all points in time. So, not being able to follow the vocabulary or the deeper meaning of certain things which come through in the channeling is completely all right. It just means that you have to learn to go through the activation with deeper surrender. You have to just let go of the need to make sense and control from your intellectual or the brain polarity for that matter. So, having said that, let's see what energies are likely to be prevalent in this week. The new moon, an opportunity to bring more new intentions consciously in our energetic field. What is going to be the predominant energetic theme and what is really going to help us? So, let's try and see what message Spirit has in store for us, inviting you to come to the present body embodiment. Taking a beautiful deep breath in, nourishing your soul, nourishing your spirit, connecting deeper with this portal of your spirit, connecting your soul to the body. Spirit, please show us the energies that we can work with this new moon, which also happens to be a powerful eclipse portal. What is for our highest and best? What is likely to be our challenge and gift, and what's going to support us in this coming week? Please show us. So, Spirit is showing us that this week we have an opportunity to move forward in the direction of our intentions. So, we have possibly been able to come to the core of breaking some very intense and deep patterns in our life. So, in a way, we have concluded the spiritual lesson or the that particular aspect of our life that we were, in a way, trying to struggle with. And now is the time for you to move ahead in your soul journey. It is the time to keep moving forward in the direction of success. And if there are any remnants of the previous cycle that you are in the process of releasing, the message is that you have to hold courage, you have to be brave, and you have to keep marching forward. And what we are really seeing is that whatever purge that you've been through and things that you had released as part of the full moon last week and the week before the last week and the week following that, which was the last quarter activation, that has in a way cemented us and helped us to have a very strong foundation, and that is going to bring us a lot of stability, a lot of authority. Spirit is showing us that we are coming more in tune, more in connect with our intuitive abilities. So, what this really means is possibly the past 2 days and for the next 7 days, your intuition is really going to try and connect with you more than usual. Your sixth sense or your gut feeling or your heart intelligence is going to keep giving out information for you from time to time. This coming week is an awesome opportunity for you to really connect with the information that your intuitive self is really bringing forward. Because when you will be able to sit with that intelligence that your intuitive self is guiding you through, you will actually be able to get the clarity that you need on ground. So, if there are things and situations that you are currently navigating through and you don't seem to have clarity, that clarity is going to come to you when you are going to make an effort to try and connect with your intuitive abilities, to try and understand what is the intel that my gut or my sixth sense is essentially trying to do to me. And when you do that, you will be able to open the doors to your heart intelligence. And when that really happens, you will open up a universe of magic. The magic that is there within us is within our hearts. So, staying connected to that heart energy is your little magic wand to weave around and bring into existence, moving forward, marching towards victory, making a physical world or manifesting things physically in your life that you feel most aligned to, which is for your highest and best. And what Spirit is showing us is this is really going to be possible when we operate from a place of objectivity, we operate from a place of surrender, we operate from a place of neutrality. You don't have to get overly identified with the pleasant things in your life and not again overly identified or bogged down with the not so pleasant experiences in your life. And these could be at a mental level, at an emotional level, and at a physical level. So, choosing not to operate from this space of polarity and come to a middle path and then move forward is what is going to ensure success. Spirit is also guiding us to actually connect back to the deeper wisdom, the spirituality, and texts that are available, which are scientific ways of leading a life of wholeness. So, the physical sciences like physics, mathematics, science, and all the other sciences, they really help us in a life to a very great extent. But when we come to a challenging point in our life, there are stances where the material knowledge or the knowledge of the material sciences has its own limitations. And that is exactly the point where the spiritual knowledge or the science that is available in the ancient scriptures, the ancient wisdom, is what is really going to help you work through that challenge or issue in your life and thereby come in your own personal empowerment and march ahead or move forward in your life for that matter. And this particular alignment becomes your portal to the creator spirit that we are always born with, the God particle which we all have within us, and then we start really creating heaven on earth. We are going to have challenges from time to time as long as we are going to be on the earth plane. And how do you navigate through those challenges? If you navigate from that place of staying connected to your deeper consciousness, the divine consciousness, you are actually creating heaven on earth. Heaven does not have to be a faraway land or a place that you eventually go through after you have moved out of your physical embodiment and your spirit has passed over. There is a passage of death that is involved. That is not the idea of making heaven on earth. This is the magic wand that is always available to us. And when we do that, we operate from a place of expansion. We operate from a place of being able to share our gifts with the world. And when we do that, we automatically bring a lot of abundance. We get into that river of flow and we are the channel of abundance. And by being able to share that abundance with different people in our life, we become magnets to attract that abundance in our life as well. So, if we can really choose to march ahead, keep moving forward, staying aligned to our heart energy, trying not to get polarized between the dance of the light and the dark, the right and the wrong, and move objectively, move very neutrally, we are really going to be able to reap deeper benefits in our life. I'm seeing a lot of coherence of your brain intelligence and heart intelligence, which is really going to come to the forefront in this particular week. And you'll be able to work with that abundance in your life. Things that have been stuck for quite some time, they are beginning to open up. The blocks are getting resolved. That magical energy of abundance from the previous activation is something that is really going to flow through, and there's going to be so much that all your needs are going to be taken care of, provided you choose not to operate from a place of lack consciousness, or you choose not to operate with fear, but rather you operate with surrender. Whatever helps you come to a place of deeper devotion within yourself, within your being, is really going to be the key for you to keep marching forward ahead. And when you do that, you are definitely going to emerge victorious. There are chances of movement. A lot of movement energy is what is going to be visible in this particular week. That means taking action. This is not going to be a week where you'd feel laid back or you have to come to that place of stillness. the new moon is bringing so much of a surge of an energy and coupling it with the energies of the solar eclipse that now things are at a stage where you need to take action. You need to move forward. And there is this manifestation energy which is going to come forward in your life for that matter. I'm also being shown that people are going to have chances to move forward in your life. So it could be travel, it could be work related changes in projects, moving to different projects for some time, or assignments which mark some sort of a movement from the old to the new for that matter. I'm also being shown that some people are going to come around making decisions related to movement in terms of land. So, the next couple of weeks, or rather, at least the next couple of months, there are going to be a lot of people who might look at moving from wherever they are situated to a different place. So, this movement energy is very predominant, and it is really going to come out into play not just in the next couple of weeks, but it's around here to stay for some time. So, that is really going to be massive, and this particular movement, or this change of scenario, this change of things is going to usher in a lot of higher coordination. It's going to bring a lot of coherence. It's going to bring a lot of benefits. It's going to translate into material gains. It's going to translate into bigger projects. It's going to translate into financial gains. It's going to translate into better health situations. It's also going to translate into good synergies between relationships. But that synergy only comes when you want the good, not just for yourself, but even for the other person in that situation. If you're going to operate from that place of higher consciousness, then that relationship is going to become symbiotic, and there's going to be ample of benefit for you to share it mutually between yourself with the people in your partnerships, in your companionship, in your relationships for that matter. And until such time that you can really come to a place where you genuinely and authentically mean good, not just for yourself, but for the other person involved also, you are going to keep facing challenges, and these challenges are going to be there for you to work around your own personal issues, your personal blocks. And once you've been able to dissolve those blocks, you will step forward. That loop which has stayed open in a certain sense for some folks that I'm being shown will get closed, and you will march ahead. So that is definitely the energy of victory, the energy of the chariot archetype that we are really bringing forward this particular week. Thank you so much for joining me in bringing about this beautiful activation. Thank you for sharing your heart energies. And since we are more available to move forward, let us consciously use this time, the forward movement. Let us try and make it absolutely healing, not just for ourselves, but for all concerned. I'm wishing all of us a magnificent week of brilliant abundance. Namaste.